Okay, I guess I'm presenting. Shit, what is the new stuff that we just got? Let me run over that real quick. Juan's autopsy, strangled, and then stabbed. Was it his own scarf, or whose was that? Did you test for fingerprints on it? There's this thing. It's okay. It's a Gatewater knife. You said he bought it. Did he buy it? Is it like from the gift shop? Do hotels have gift shops? And I guess maybe, and would they sell knives? Like that one? It's apparently from the Gatewater. That's interesting, but should I present that right now? On the part where he says that he bought it? I haven't really looked at the other stuff, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Guide Map Magazine. None of this matters at the moment. We were talking about the case earlier, we went past that. The guitar case, not the case. I'm gonna present the knife. It says Gatewater right there. Wait a second. What? So the basis of your argument that this was a premeditated murder is simply that my client bought a knife beforehand? It's right, pal. The defendant did not buy this knife. Huh? Take a good look at the handle of this knife and you'll know what I'm talking about. Huh? Something that you'd think would have been incredibly obvious to anybody, but, I mean, I guess I can't trust these guys to be competent at their jobs. Yeah, you think maybe. That's the name of the hotel, the Gatewater Hotel. Uh-oh. The murder knife was actually... I don't know why that's funny. The murder knife. That's funny for some reason. Which means this murder was not premeditated. Cool. That doesn't help much. I mean, it helps a little bit, but they still think he did it. It's the first step on the long road. I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless. What? Oh, there's the finger wag. Whoa. That music. I think whether the crime was premeditated or not has already been determined. I guess that's, when that... I think it's the music that played when he came back. I think. I wasn't sure if it would play in the trial or not. I admit this knife is hotel property. There is no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough not to realize this. I disagree. But I didn't know. Oh. Aw. I wasn't talking about you, though, man. I like you. It's fine. Question is, where did this knife come from? The hotel. Why, that's obvious. It came from the victim, Mr. Corrider's room. Sorry, Your Honor, but that is incorrect. The victim ate a last meal before he was murdered. With that being the case, I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of the table. A knife. Yeah, he already had one. I don't think it's fucking impossible to think that a man would have two knives. But okay, I guess I get it. And was there no knife in Matt's room? I don't remember. Phoenix, I still don't know what they were talking about. He's like, there's something off about these plates, but I can't put my finger on it. We never found out what that was. Unless it was that there was no knife. Oh shit, there's not. There is something missing. Perhaps it is a single knife. We investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Matongard's knife was missing. Mr. Rongard had gone to the victim's room with the knife he had used during dinner. Why would he carry a knife on a visit? To kill, of course. And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven this was a premeditated murder. Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliantly clear deduction. It seems like Edgeworth had this plan from the very beginning. This must be one of those traps, and I just walked headlong into it. A murder weapon with fingerprints and a button from the victim's costume. There is quite a sizable amount of evidence here. I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of your honest time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to the court. Evidence not yet shown? He means evidence to the court. You think so? Did he have to have that explained to him? What does the defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright? Yeah, sure. Phoenix, the judge is favoring the prosecution right now. If we answer with something wrong here, that gavel of his will be ringing out to the sound of our defeat. Mr. Wright, do you have something important and necessary to present to this court? Apparently. I don't know off the top of my head, but they're saying I need to do it. Because he's favoring the prosecution, so if I don't do it, then I'm done. I gotta do it. I would save right now, but we're at the beginning of the case, and I have full health, it's fine. There's one! I'll have to look at my stuff, because I don't know. One piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that this court has yet to see. Mr. Wright, I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. However, I am giving you one chance. I do appreciate that about you, Judge. You do come through when it counts. You're dumb as hell, but, I mean, sometimes you're okay. If I mess this up, it's curtains for all of us. That's why I think he's just trolling. He's actually a genius. This is a good question. Not that. No. I don't want to go there yet. No. This is not relevant right now. No. The suicide stuff is not relevant yet. The court has seen all this. They gave it to me just now. Crime photo. No, they saw that. Wine glass. We already talked about the case. The only thing relevant that also hasn't been talked about is the wine glass. What about it? I mean, it's weird that it's just sitting there full, but is that really relevant to what we're talking about right now? No sign it's been drank? Is that proper? Is that right? That sounds terribly incorrect, but that might actually be accurate. That might be correct. No sign it's been drank. That sounds really funny. I don't know what... I mean... This is the only thing. I don't know exactly what he's going to say about it, but it's the only thing that works. Because it's not a profile, it's got to be evidence, and this is the only thing. This is a wine glass, is it not? Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time. The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. The vase was broken, his makeup is all over the floor. These were all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser. Well, yes, I see your point. However, this glass that is sitting on the top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not fallen over along with everything else is this wine glass. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration. But I mean, how are we supposed to draw any conclusions about that? I feel like they would just be like, well, yeah, that's weird, but who cares? Well, what do you all have to say? Oh, well, yes, it is a little peculiar. Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're just gonna say, yeah, that's weird, but, whatever, man. Puppy dog eyes, okay. Mr. Edgeworth? What is it, Your Honor? Your opinion? You don't need my opinion, because there is no special meaning to that glass. What? It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place. By the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example. She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking. That does sound very plausible, Mr. Wright. Could Miss Andrews really have set that glass down without thinking? No? Because that's better for me? If I appear weak here, the trial is over. I can look for my proof later. That's what you usually do. You just sort of say stuff and then try and back it up later, and you're always lucky enough to where it works out. Does everybody in court know that I'm just constantly, like, tricking them and never have any idea what I'm doing? That I just say stuff and then see where it goes and it just ends up working out? Do they know? Don't tell them. We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews who set the cup on the table. You've turned the situation on its head yet again, as usual. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim? I feel like the judge really doesn't like me. I feel like he's very annoyed with just Phoenix in general, that he always makes the cases go on for way longer than any other defense attorney would. I'm sure he's happy that people that are innocent, you know, don't go to jail and die, but I feel like he's just annoyed with me. Which is fine, because the feeling is mutual. You're not thinking hard enough today, Wright? Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice? Then... Of course it has been thoroughly inspected, for fingerprints. Fingerprints? There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass. Matt on guard. Or Juan. But probably Matt. Oh. Oh. Okay. So that's why he brought her up. What? Great. That is why I said that the person who had discovered the body had left it there. Are we done here, Mr. Wright? I can't believe I fell into another trap. Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Corridor. Yeah, that knife is like barely in there. It honestly doesn't even look like it should be sticking out. It looks like it should have fallen out by now. But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the dresser. It doesn't even look like the same guy. It looks like Jack Hammer. What you just said makes a lot of sense. Damn it, wrong voice. Now do you see, Mr. Wright? Right? He's not the Mr. one. Whatever. You can't change any part of my scenarios. It explains everything all too well. I've thought long and hard this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor. And from here on out, I will show you the answer I have come to discover. Wait a second, Mr. Edgeworth. I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict. Don't do it! Mia, help me. Maya, help me. Burst into the courtroom. Like if I stopping a wedding or something. Just run in here and scream. Oh shit. Well, this is probably going to help me then. The judge is saying that it's over, but they're going to bring up another witness? Well, that's really can only be good for me. Can't get any worse. I think. Oh, why are you still wearing that? And why do we have to deal with you anyway? I hope she keeps that on and doesn't talk. Witness your name and occupation, please.
Gotcha!
I wonder what happened to that calm composure he had earlier.
Oh, edgy boy, it's been, what, a year since we last met?
Yeah, he, like, really hated her, didn't he?
You should be more happy to see me.
Oh my god. I saw the report with her testimony, but who knew that under that helmet? It was the Wicked Witch of the witness stand. Holy shit, that's amazing. 10 points to Gryffindor. That's great.
I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do. So today I'm going to tell you anything and everything. Even things that don't have to do with the terrible crime.
Miss Witness, that terrible crime is all this court needs to know. Why do you do that? Oof.
Shush, I'm talking to my dear Edgy Wedgie right here. Don't interrupt us, Gramps.
Yes, madam. No. Please, by all means, interrupt her. Please! Oh, see, this is what happens, Edgeworth. You fucked up. You didn't even know who the witness was. And now it's ruined you. Anyway, witness, your testimony, please.
It's true what they say, that youth are hot-headed nowadays. Not that I mind at all, Edgy. Now then, what should I start with?
The witness was on security detail at the hotel on the night of the murder. Is this correct, Miss Oldbag?
It was a great job being able to see my dearie Juan. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle.
You mean you were a fan of the victim?
Look, everyone is crazy over that on-guard, saying he's cute in a fresh way or something. But not me. I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I have no interest in a little child like him. I'm only interested in the real man, Juan Corridor.
But those two were the same age.
Anyway, as I was saying, I was pacing in front of...
Fucking come on!
His room that night.
Very well. Please tell the court what you witnessed the night of the murder.
Leave it to me, Edgy Poo. Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway in front of his room. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. It was On Guard, Matt On Guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room.
So Mr. On Guard came out from the victim's room.
See, it has to be him. He's the murderer.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Fantastic. I can't wait to hear more from her. I shall press all the things, unfortunately. Miss Oldbag, what was your post on that night?
The lobby. I was supposed to help set up the stage for that trifling show. But I refused to help. I'll have you know it was for the lead-headed samurai show. Heh, I even took out a few of the nails.
Saboteur! Maybe it was a good thing the show didn't go on.
Besides, that manager with the glasses seemed to be working hard at it without me. So I thought I'd take a break and spread my wings a little.
And that's when you went to hang around the victim's door. What did you want to find exactly? Something you were interested in? And just what was that?
It's not some little thing I can just go around telling everyone, you know. It's top secret, between me and Juan. Oh, and Edgy, of course.
Mr. Ridgeworth, what is this thing she was interested in? I have no idea. I despise gossip, Your Honor. Gossip. If this has something to do with the case, then you can append it to your testimony. I guess it's about that. I just wasn't sure right away, because, like, why would she... Like, how would she find that out then, if she just said that Adrian was setting up the stage? Unless she wanted to see if there was a relationship between Juan and Matt. I'm still going there. I mean, I could present the thing, but Mia's telling me not to force it, so okay. I'll keep with the pressing. Oh, then would you tell us the number of people who went in and out of Mr. Corda's room?
I have no idea. I wasn't born, so I could count things for those who didn't pay attention in class. That's why ever since I turned 20, I quit keeping track of how old I really am.
Yes, well, that would explain why your age was not recorded in the report. No, it really wouldn't. In any case, the witness then saw someone, correct? Okay, I mean, we're just gonna say who was it, and she's gonna go to the next statement where she says it was, yeah. It's not gonna get us anywhere. Okay. It was... I'm yawning, Oldbag, speed it up! Yes. Oh, no. What I wouldn't give to have Franziska's whip right about now. Oh my god, you know what? You're right. Jesus. Last one. You saw my client, are you sure about that?
Yes, see?
Really?
Annoying brat! When I say I saw someone, I saw that person!
Except in the fucking first game when you're like, oh, he was real powers, even though nobody saw his fucking face. You remember that? Stupid dumbass piece of shit? Kill yourself. Pisses me off, god damn it. Ugh. Because then the same fucking thing happened in the last case. Case 3 of both games. They were wearing the costume, so it must have been them.